All right. We're live. All right. Cool. All right. So I've started a little early because I felt like it. But who we got here? We've got White Vegeta and Lester and Big Gay Dave and Matt and Heavy Load and Buttface. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing this fine Tuesday? It's still Tuesday, right? Wow. You know, it's the week has just started and I'm already losing track. But hi, everyone. Welcome back. I am hopeful that we will not have the same technical issues that we had last time, because that was annoying. Hello, Daniel. And I have no idea. Like, most of the time it works fine. Then occasionally it just doesn't work, and I don't know why. It's the same settings, the same internet connection, the same equipment, the same software, the same everything. It's just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hello, Mike Layton and Cobra Island and James and Gaz and Beach76. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We're going to have a better night tonight than we had last time. It will be good. It will be better. Hello, Cobra Island. I do have some housekeeping stuff. I've got some stuff I want to make sure I get out there. Hello, Turtle Dave. Gremlins. Yes, it has to be Gremlins. And I think I said hello to James, but if not, hello again. Hello, Figure Six Pack. Happy Chinese New Year. New Year of the Tiger Force. Yes, exactly. Hey there, Jeffrey. And Joe. All right, so last time I wanted to talk more about the 3D Joe's Kickstarter. Hello, Peter Eng and Bob's Dungeon. But with the technical issues, I got so flustered I didn't talk about it enough. And the Kickstarter is done, so it's kind of late to talk about it now. So I'm sorry if you missed out on it. Hello, Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. I saw that Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse is shooting for 1,000 subscribers, so that's cool. I hope people jump on that. Hello, Nyquist. So I hope if you wanted to get in on the 3D Joe's Collecting the Art of G.I. Joe Kickstarter, I hope that you didn't miss out on it. They did, it was featured on, hello, Exploriso. It was featured on What's on Joe Mind, so hopefully everybody caught that. That's another channel that is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you have the opportunity, stop by What's on Joe Mind and give them a subscribe too. Hello, Matt Rubin. It's going till Sunday. I thought it was closing at the end of January. But let me see. Nope, that helps if I spell it right. Who we got here? Hey, Sparkster. Hello, Cyclonus. Hello, Junior KH. And Woodman. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hello, MCDJ ACDC. This is just not going to make it easy for me, is it? That's posters. That's... No. Omnibus hardcover. Well, that's... Okay. Anyway, well, see, this is probably something I should look up ahead of time, but I was pretty sure that it was going to end at the end of January. But at any rate, let's move on. Thank you, Matt Rubin. It ends in 5 days. Thank you very much. And Cobra Island is going for 200 subscribers. Hello, Robert Long. One other Kickstarter that is going again, if you want to get in on the Robo Skull Mark II, that is open again. You can pick that up. So if you are so inclined, I did go ahead and back that one because I missed out on it the first time, and at that time I really had to choose, either that or the Sky Striker, and I went with the Sky Striker. But that Robo Skull looks amazing. Sparkster posted a video with G.I. Joe vehicles built out of Legos. Hey, that's really interesting. One of our friends, Magnus, does G.I. Joe vehicles with Lego. So that's a cool thing. That's something that people have picked up as kind of their own contribution or their own contribution to G.I. Joe, their own sort of take on the hobby, and I think that's fun. That's really cool. Hey, it's Comic Tropes. How do you do? Thank you for being here. I actually was in the Comic Tropes live stream, but I don't think you saw me. I don't think you saw my comments. You were busy, though. You were busy. Hello, Mickey. So what else have I got going on? I wanted to make sure I mentioned the Kickstarters. It is Tuesday, so Timmer has a new video up on Half the Battle, so I always try to catch that. I've got my own GoFundMe, which is hopefully going to get us to Joefest in Augusta, Georgia this year. And the Joefest people were nice enough to announce my presence, my intention to be there, on their website and on their social media accounts. So that was nice. That was nothing to be sorry about, Comic Tropes. You had a lot going on, which is a good thing. Hello, Ivan. And I think I said hello, Chad, but if not, hello. Thanks for joining. One thing that Comic Tropes that Chris pointed out to me is that at least in some stores, there's becoming a decent G.I. Joe section. There's like multiple types of G.I. Joe toys and products on the shelves right now, and that's pretty amazing considering how long we went with really not much at all. One thing that I'm intrigued by is the Snake Eyes model kit. I forget who does the model kit. Who did the model kit? See, this is show prep. See, I didn't do any show prep this time, and that's what I get. Wow, I can't even read that. Okay, anyway, the model kit people who do the Snake Eyes model kit. I don't know about the model kit. I'm really not sure. Hello, J.K. Siege. Hello, Dave. Hello, Sean Beckett. Hello, Beta Ray Bob. Gang's all here. Nice to have everybody back. Thank you. Oh, and hello, Leo. Thanks to everybody for coming back after all the difficulties we had last week. That was annoying. But thank you. Thank you for returning. At any rate, yeah, the Snake Eyes model kit that's been showing up in Flame Toys. The Snake Eyes model kit that's showing up in Target that people have seen on the shelves already. I'm intrigued by it. I have no idea if it's good or not. I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's hard to tell from the pictures. So that's something that if I run across it, I might pick it up out of curiosity. If I did pick it up, I'd definitely assemble it on camera. Hello, Albert Glass. Hello from Baltimore, from the United States. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, me for president. I'll go. There are going to be a lot of changes around here when I'm president. Hello, Connor Wilson. Thank you for joining. I think I said hello, Wraith. If not, hello again. Yeah, you actually made one live. Hey. What else is going on? I wanted to. There was the news. There were the Kickstarters. There's the new product. Comic Trope says the Super 7 stuff turns over fast. There's a super chat from Chad. Thank you, Chad. I put this towards Joefest. How's the GoFundMe going? Thank you, Chad. The GoFundMe is going well. We still need to get a little bit closer to get there. We're still not quite there yet, but we're close. We're what, about 3/4 of the way there? So yeah, we're really close. Hello, Brandon Knight. Thanks for joining. And I mean, it's difficult for me to promote stuff like that, but I do want to go. I want to see everyone. I think that it'll be a good thing for the channel. I think it'll be a good thing for all of us. It'll also give me an opportunity to kind of kick off Cobra Convergence in a big way. So that's another reason I would like to be there. But given the time frame, I went ahead and I booked the convention hotel and I booked the table at the convention. So I will have a table like last time. Beta Ray Bob McDowell did a review of the Snake Eyes model kit. I think I saw that video go up, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I would like to learn more about the model kit. I am intrigued. Let's develop a G.I. Joe stimulus package. Well, that is kind of like my ultimate plan is to eventually move to an all G.I. Joe based economy. Basically, action figures and vehicles are currency, and you'd basically only be able to operate. You could only buy things with action figures and toys and other things like that. So, yeah, we're working toward that. I think we'll get there by around 2024. We're getting closer, inch by inch. But we'll get to our all action figure based economy. Hello, Victor. I'm also curious about the Super 7 figures. The 5 point of articulation figures. I haven't gotten any yet. Who was the Joe's cook? I think informally that was supposed to be Roadblock. Yes. Well, thank you. They did plug me attending, which was nice. So at least they know that I'm coming and they know that I'm going to be there. That's nice. Basically, my platform as president will be to solve all of the nation's problems through G.I. Joe. Even if it's a problem that cannot reasonably be solved with G.I. Joe, we're going to throw G.I. Joe at it anyway. Even if we just have to grab a handful of action figures and throw them at the problem. Look, this is what we've got. This is what we've got these little spring-loaded missile launchers for. What can we not solve by, if all else fails? We'll just shoot one of these things at it. Like hold on, here. Here's what I'm talking about. So you do this. There you go, and you healthcare solved, and that missile went away over there. Anyway, thank you, Comic Tropes. The Rampart cosplay. I'll try to do more cosplay like that as I can. I just thought that was a bit of fun. I was looking at the figure and I thought, you know what? I think I have stuff around the house that I could just put that on. It would basically be Rampart. It would work. Hey, John Carling. Hello, it's nice to see you. Hey, Armor Magnus. Thank you for joining. Zathras. I don't know if and John Ulrich. Hello, how do you do? Barricade was first Joe I can remember buying with money I worked for. Always have a soft spot for Barricade. Yeah. Now, Barricade, that's an interesting guy. First time I saw the figure, I thought Captain Power. That's the first thing that came to mind. But obviously there are some differences. It's not a direct one-to-one copy, but it's got some elements. But the figure itself, I think, is it looks special, doesn't it? With all the gold paint. Kenneth says Super 7 reaction figures look okay. The cards and artwork are really nice, but almost the cost of the classified line. That is. I think that's. Hello, Agent Chuckles. Thank you for joining. I think a lot of people are sharing that sentiment. Is that we might like the reaction figures. We might like the Super 7 5 point of articulation. I think it's an intriguing idea to reimagine these action figures as if they were made by a different company and in a different form. It's a different angle on the same characters, but what's giving a lot of people pause is that it is really close to the cost of a 6-inch classified figure, which has lots of articulation. It has lots of they all have lots of accessories, very intricately detailed, and I think that's where people are balking. Hello, Matt Edwards and Photo Viper. Thanks for joining. And I think I said hello to Victor, but hello again. My favorite character of G.I. Joe is definitely Stalker. It's always been Stalker. And just, it's not Dr. Mindbender. I just happened to have him here. I had to shoot a missile at him, so I just happened to have Dr. Mindbender handy. Diecast Nick says, hi from the UK. Hello, the UK from the United States. Thank you very much for joining. Hello, Matt P. Told us about vehicles that break, foot pegs, thumbs, brittle gold plastic. What's the most notoriously broken G.I. Joe thing? The most notoriously broken G.I. Joe thing is probably Zap's thumbs. You will be lucky to ever find a Zap with his thumbs intact. Thank you, Andrew, for the super chat. Greetings once again from New Hampshire. Greetings, New Hampshire, from the United States. Did you get a full set of cards from last week? I'm pretty sure yes. And even if there were any missing, I've got other loose cards that I'm sure will complete this set. So I think we're good on a complete set of cards, and I got a message from somebody who would like me to help them complete their card set. So I might actually send them to someone to help complete their collection. So that'll be fun. I try to be helpful when I can. That's something that's relatively easy that I can do and hopefully help somebody out. Photo Viper, really dig the Super 7 stuff, but at $18 might as well buy more vintage figures. You know, the real stuff. Yeah, that's something you got to think about. And I'm sure that the issue with the price on the Super 7 figures is the licensing. It's got to be it. It's got to be the licensing. Hello, JR. It's got to be the cost of the license, because the figures are not large. They are, relatively simple. They're not expensive to produce, at least not in comparison with something like a classified figure. So the only reason that I can fathom that they would be that expensive is the license. Dave C. Looked at the reaction ones in the stores. Honestly, I think they're trying too hard, and they look somewhat corny compared to the 80s O-rings. $23. And it's not, they're definitely not trying to be the vintage figures. It's just kind of a reimagining of the old characters, but kind of imagine what they would have been if they would have been maybe released by Kenner a few years earlier. And that's fine, but yeah. Oh, hey, it's Peg Warner. Hello, Peg Warmers. Thank you for joining. I think that's what it's going to come down to. So, but I don't have any yet. I can't comment on them because I don't. Obviously, I've been commenting on them, but I can't pass judgment on them without actually handling them. Thank you, Matt Rubin. Even Super 7's IP figure costs that much. So that's their standard cost for a 3 3/4 inch 5-point of articulation figure. I think that's just too much. I just think that's too much. Hello, JLS Comics. Smaller production scale could contribute to increased price. That's also possible. But, they seem to be showing up in stores. They've got to be produced in at least reasonable numbers to make it on the shelves. I've got Dr. Mindbender all over the place here, and it's just there's an action figure within reach, and I just want to have it in my hand. So there we go. Hello, James, aka Ratface. You're late, but you're here. Daniel Heron bought Quinn. Now that is intriguing. And thank you for the super chat, Daniel. They did make a Quinn, which is a little surprising because I think the general designs harken back more toward the animated series, and Quinn was a comic book only character. So, yeah, that's interesting. As someone who wants realism for dioramas and the like, and who enjoy the comic over the cartoon, Super 7 is an easy pass. Yeah, and if that's what you're looking for, they're definitely not designed for that. I mean, definitely not. Household cosplay, yes. See, I just put things on that happened to be around. Sergeant Slaughter for vice president. That would be fun. I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, I was thinking like if you got some Cobra troopers, and you were trying to army build Cobra troopers, and you wanted to like have a shelf with a bunch of blue shirts, you could like take the Super 7 Cobra troopers and like put them way in the back, so that like it looks like you have this line of Cobra troopers on your shelf. It looks like you're a master army builder. There are all these blue helmets at first glance, but if you look closer, like way in the back, you know, there's the stiff straight arm, straight legged guys. But you know, most people won't notice that. You can pad your army building numbers. The problem is they're kind of expensive to pad your army building numbers. Now, they're not as expensive as a vintage Cobra Trooper. The vintage figures are going crazy. But anyway, I still want to at least get a couple of them, take a look at them, just see what I think about them. If Classified ever did comics original characters like Billy or Quinn, I'd camp out at Target. That is, and as far as I know, they don't have any plans to do that, but Comic Tropes says the clean sweep costume literally rotted apart. It's long gone. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I enjoyed the clean sweep bit. That was a lot of fun. On the Full Force podcast, something that Justin Bell was mentioning that is kind of missing from Classified. The Killer Weezer sends a super chat. Thank you, Killer Weezer. Hello, Hoodie. It would be nice if they would try to make the vintage 3 3/4 inch figures as nice as the 6-inch ones. The work they put into the 6-inch figures would be better on the vintage size. That would, I think that would be nice. It seems like they're not going in that direction, though. It seem like they're kind of going in the opposite of that direction? Like, to get that kind of articulation and detail, it would have to be like a modern, like 25th anniversary style figure, right? And they were doing those, but they seem to actually be moving away from those. They seem to be moving more toward, well, O-ring guys and the reaction, you know, Super 7 5-point of articulation guys. Easter Mindbender, yeah. That old egghead, there you go. Yeah, so anyway, I think that would be nice, but it seems to be like, and maybe they'll do something like that in the future, but they seem to not be moving in that direction. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Something that Justin Bell was saying is that the Classified series seems to be missing a narrative. There's not really much of a story that goes along with them. There was a little bit of an attempt to put a story with them with the video game that they did. Was it Operation Blackout, I think it was called? And the video game didn't fly off the shelves. So I think they've kind of given up on that. But it would be kind of nice to have some kind of a narrative with the Classified figures. They have their own unique look. They have their own unique style. Well, they did. Some of the new ones that they're introducing are like very literal, almost one for one upscales of the vintage figures, like Tomax and Zaymot. Tomax and Zaymot are like basically 6-inch versions of the 1985 figures. It's just amazing how close they are keeping with the vintage design. I'm sorry if I'm rattling here, but I was just grabbing a missile out of this bag to load the missile launcher. There we go. Yeah, Operation Blackout. Games mechanics were horrible. I have to agree with that. I did get it. Hey, I support the brand. I do the best I can. Hello, Renegade Biker. And hello, Jay Strand. Thank you for joining. So I do support the brand as much as I can. I cannot buy everything. I just don't have the means to do that. But I'm as supportive as I can. Hello, Jamelin. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Any interest in the Valaverse Action Force line? I did get the Sergeant Slaughter figure. I probably will not be able to get other Valaverse figures, and that really, it's a resources thing. I just don't have the resources to do that right now. I'm really having to pick and choose, what I get, and like what new stuff I get. And there is still a vintage item that I need to get for a review. So there's been a lot of excitement surrounding the Valaverse figures, and I'm glad I was able to get in on the Sergeant Slaughter, but my resources will probably not allow me to get the others. Hey, it's Cujo. Hey, Cujo. Thank you for joining. I just felt like firing this missile at my screen. There we go. Hey, it didn't actually fly over the screen this time. Yes, Cujo's here. Yeah, I didn't have any specific topics other than like the bit of news and housekeeping I brought up at the beginning of the show, but we've actually had quite a bit to talk about here. And a lot of really helpful and interesting opinions about some of the new G.I. Joe products that are out. Yeah, but again, I still need to pick up a couple of things. Again, because of resources, I will not be able to get all or nearly all of the Super 7 figures. I really just want to get a couple of them so that I can open them, show them to you, put them in front of a camera, and then we can talk about them and kind of see how they feel in hand. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been able to do that yet, but I should, and I will eventually, I hope. Comic Tropes, my friend is releasing an RPG soon on Tablecat Games, and originally built to be a G.I. Joe RPG, very fun. There is a card, a G.I. Joe card game that came out. Man, hold on. It's the one that Robert Atkins did. Hey, thank you, Adam Andrew. HCC, can't stay up, mustache, work comes far too early. My G.I. Joe codename is Funky Space Cat. Rock on and be loved, Space Cat out. Thank you, Space Cat. I'm going to fire at the screen for your super chat. Fire. Wow, that didn't work. And Dave C., thank you for the super chat, says, yes, definitely a narrative needed for Classified. I agree. Hopefully they'll start to do more and more O-rings, including new characters in O-ring. All right, and I'm going to fire for that super chat. It actually worked that time. And it does seem like they are going more in the direction of O-ring. I mean, they're coming out with more of them. I mean, they kind of tested the waters a bit. But then they started introducing more O-ring figures with the Sky Striker HasLab, and they've announced even more. So we are looking at maybe an O-ring renaissance. That's that we may be seeing a resurgence of O-ring, and I have to say, when they announced the G.I. Joe Retro series, the Walmart exclusives, we were expecting O-ring figures. That's what everybody thought that we were going to be getting in the first place. So now they're finally finally getting the O-ring figures that we thought we were going to have, like, 2 years ago. So yeah, they seem to be kind of moving in that direction. Share the P.O. box. Maybe somebody will send you a Super 7 for you to review. Where's my the P? Well, I'll put that in the description of this video. If you want the P.O. box after the initial live stream is done, you can check the description and it will be there. But thank you. That's a nice idea. I haven't been like promoting the P.O. box very much. I probably should. But we did get some stuff. I got some stuff in the P.O. box, and I will open it. So that'll happen soon. Okay, Armor Magnus says when Classified was launched, said I might get 1 or 2. Then I got some, and now have been picking up most of them. Yeah. However, picked up Snake Eyes, Scarlet, and Storm Shadow, and will not get more. I kind of had the same idea about Classified when I got them, because I was mainly getting them to support the brand. I was not really interested in 6-inch figures. There's a lot of downside to 6-inch figures, right? Because it's like they don't fit in any vehicles. If you get any vehicles for the line, it's going to be really limited. Yeah, they're setting up a cabinet for when I run for president. I'll get, like, it'll be a landslide. It will be a landslide. I mean, I'm probably, a landslide for whoever I'm running against, but it'll be a landslide. So I wasn't too keen on the idea of a 6-inch line, but when I actually got them and had them in hand, I ended up liking them a lot more than I thought I would. That's another thing where I really can't be a completionist. I can't really afford to, but, I pick them up when I can, and some are better than others. Some are definitely better than others, but in general, they seem to have worked out pretty well. So, yeah. Matt says the exclusives pretty much frustrated me with Classified. Yes, me as well, and that's another reason why I am not going to chase the exclusives. If I get them, then fine, but like the first wave of Target exclusives, I worked very hard to get all of them. And I did get all of them, but it was difficult. It was really hard. It was a lot of running around to a lot of different stores, and it was not fun. That was not, for me at least, I did not find that to be very fun. So, yeah, the exclusives, if I get them, great. If not, I'll just let them go. If a burglar broke in and your only weapon in reach was your G.I. Joe collection, what would you use as a weapon? I would throw the mobile command center at him because it's heavy, and if struck with it, I think the assailant would be injured. So that I think would cause some serious bodily injury. Hello, WWJD85. Thank you for joining. Thanks for being here. Anyway, don't have a lot of confidence in Pulse. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Hasbro Pulse, I've ordered a few things from them, and it's gone all right. I don't know. I've been enjoying the G.I. Joe music. I haven't had a chance to listen to a lot of it. Actually, I've had to pick up some additional work lately, so I haven't had a lot of time for anything. However, I will say that I did manage to finish shooting not a video review, not the next one. The next one's already done, but the one after that. It's shot. It's not. I'm not done editing it yet. I've gotten this much of the editing done, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I've been really busy lately, and I'm like, it's been kind of exhausting. But I'm hoping it'll slow down a little bit, and I can like catch up on a few things. For instance, I was not able to listen to all of the G.I. Joeberg podcast. There's a new episode up, but I was trying, but I just didn't have the time to finish it, and that's very frustrating to me because I enjoy the show, and I just don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss out on a fun episode. But I'll get it. I'll get caught up on everything. I'm really intent on getting caught up on everything. John Ulrich says, I live in a rural area. I have to use eBay to find parts. I have had some luck on Facebook. My problem is staying focused on one. I am not in a rural area, but I still, if I need parts, I often have to turn to eBay. There are some options in the area for vintage toys, but not a lot. And I've had some luck. I've had some luck with the local toy dealers. Hey, Ben Pensurga. Man, I'm having a hard time pronouncing your name. Ben! Happy to see your reviews rolling back in. Thank you very much. Thanks for the super chat. You get a missile fired in your face because of the super chat. And now it's in the floor. I got it. It's fine. We got Mindbender's missile launcher here. Thank you, WWJD. It's going okay. That's another thing that I haven't been able to promote as much as I probably should be. And this is, this is my own thing, and I'm not able to promote it as much as I should. But I should be doing more. It's just life has gotten in the way. I had a funeral for a family member not long ago, and just other family things that were important that needed to be taken care of, and it's been a little hectic. It's not all bad. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean it's been bad necessarily, but hectic, yeah, it's been a little bit. And it's made me tired. I'm not as young as I used to be. Why can't everything just slow down just a minute? Why does everything have to move so fast? I'm getting old. But I'll do my best to check up. Comic Trope says, think this channel will cross 15,000 subscribers this week. That would be nice. It would be cool to hit that milestone, especially considering, we just hit the 14,000 subscriber milestone. To hit a 15,000 subscriber milestone that quickly, I think that would be the fastest I've ever added 1,000 subscribers. And considering the fact that my thought was the channel would kind of max out at about 10,000 subscribers, to actually get like 5,000 above that is pretty amazing. Shout out to D Amazing. Yeah, that's a good channel. I've seen that channel. Drip Mode, Elite Legend, JLS, and me, of course. And JLS has worked with Cobra Convergence before, so I've got to say thanks to JLS, and thanks to everyone who's worked with or has been on Cobra Convergence. The thing about Cobra Convergence this year is we are starting to get it finalized. There's still a lot of planning that needs to be done, but I think I've sent out all of the invitations, and some people apparently have not checked their messages. Hello, Wilkinson Studios. Thank you. I'm glad to be here as well. And hello, Will. And thank you. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the videos and the nostalgia. But my biggest problem with Cobra Convergence is always that every year it seems like somebody is left out that probably should be in, and I have to take responsibility for that. Hello, Laura. What classified figure am I looking forward to seeing? Stalker. Absolutely. Definitely want to see Stalker. I want to see what they did with that figure, with that design. I want to see how it looks. let's see. Cobra Island doing Black History Month this month and a Women's History Month theme. Hey, that's cool. That's a good idea. I'm glad to know that you're doing that. That's awesome. But yeah, I think what we were talking about subscribers. Like I know that my channel does not have a universal appeal, right? I know my channel, it doesn't appeal to everyone, and that's okay. It's not meant to. But the fact that we can get to 15,000 despite that, I think, is mind-blowing. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about Cobra Convergence. If there's somebody out there that feels that they should have had an invitation, like they are making content G.I. Joe focused, and they are working to build an audience, and they're working and they're trying to produce quality content, and they don't get an invitation, I'm sorry about that, but I'll take that responsibility on myself. And every year I try to get better. I try to include more people. One problem this year, a big problem this year, is that I wasn't around for a really long time, so there are people doing things that that I'm just not aware of. So I'm catching up on like all the new stuff and the new cats out there, so I'm bound to miss something, and I apologize for missing it. There will still be the opportunity for everyone to participate in Cobra Convergence. I will again do the thing that I did last year, which is, you can create your own thing, and I will help promote that thing in a weekly video. So there will still be opportunities, but as we go forward, let me first say I apologize to anyone who feels that they should have got an invitation but didn't. My fault, but I will do my best. Hello, Dr. Wolfman. Thank you for joining. Hello, Sal. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, now having said that, we're going to be rocking and rolling for Cobra Convergence this year. We are about to roll into the big time planning phase, putting together some of the more important aspects of it. The big pieces are about to have to click into place here. So the month of February is when a lot of that's going to get done. And I hope everybody enjoys it. I would really like for it to be an opportunity for the community to just come together and do something that is fun, that's enjoyable, something that's positive. I like it to be something that kind of raises the profile of G.I. Joe, maybe gets it in front of people who might not otherwise think about it. And also kind of display the creativity that we have in the community. And there is always going to be more of that creativity than I can possibly put on a calendar. There's just too much. But that's why it's going to be open to everybody, the same as it was last year. So I really hope everybody enjoys it. If you have any kind of creative endeavor at all, any internet presence, podcast or a YouTube channel, or whatever you have, if you're out there creating something about G.I. Joe, I hope you will participate in the event. I hope you will send me that weekly email and let me know that you got something out there, and be involved. Peg Warmer says looking forward to Convergence. I am looking forward to it as well. And Peg Warmer is also a great channel. Make sure you check out Peg Warmers. Hey, it's Occam's Razor. Hello there. I don't think I saw you come in. Hello. And Mike Layton, if I didn't say hello to Mike Layton, hello to you. And Andre. Read somewhere is National G.I. Joe Day. Anybody know about it? Think that was the day G.I. Joe was pitched. My understanding is that it's the day in 1964 that G.I. Joe appeared at Toy Fair, is my understanding. I had to double check about that, but like the 60s and 70s G.I. Joe Facebook groups, at least that's what they were promoting. So you can call that G.I. Joe Day. I don't think it's a literal national holiday. but I think it's important to acknowledge our roots, right? Thank you, White Vegeta, for the super chat. Do you have an Instagram account? I see a lot of quality G.I. Joe toy photographers on it. Yes, there are some quality G.I. Joe toy photographers. I'm going to fire a missile at you for the super chat. Yeah. I do have an Instagram account. I don't use it for some reason. I created it and then just never got around to posting anything on it. And I know that I really should, because a lot of people are on there, and that's like, there's no reason to not be on there. That's like, it's just not something that it has become part of my routine. But I do have one, and it's one of my New Year's resolutions is to get on Instagram and use it more often. So I'll work on that. Yes, let's make it HCC Day. That's what we need. This day in 1964, I was not even alive. I was not even a thought. My parents had not even gotten together at that point. Had history gone in a slightly different direction, I might not even be here. We would not even be having this live stream. Who would you be watching right now? You would just simply be watching. I'll show you what would happen if I wasn't born. Here's what you would be watching. You'd just be watching. It'd be that. That's all you would be watching. Just nothing. An empty background. And who would tune in for that? Who would tune in for that? Wait a second. I've got the. All right. Think about this. New viral campaign, right? It's a 24-hour live stream of just an empty room. Just an empty room. Nothing happens. I just have an empty room on a live stream, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think it'll be the next big hit. Hello, Jenna. Thanks for coming. Hello, Cameron. How do you feel about the Buzzbore? Probably in the minority, but I love it. The Buzzbore definitely has its supporters. I think it is. It's a very Cobra vehicle, isn't it? I think it's something that. Would have fit very well in the animated series if it had come out when the animated series was on the air. It's a funny little thing, and it definitely has its merits, but it's a funny little thing. Hello, Jumpin' General. Drop cable TV. All we need is HCC. That's right. See, that's perfect. That's perfect. See, what you guys need to do. Here's the plan. This is how we're going to shift even more to an all G.I. Joe economy. Right? Everybody, cancel your cable subscriptions. And take the funds that you were going to spend on cable and send them to me. Hey, that sounds like a great idea to me. Chad sends a super chat. Thank you, Chad. I'm going to fire a missile at you. You started firing missiles at super chats after my super chat, so I'm sending another super chat. There you go. You're impaled with this yellow missile. Doesn't that? I don't know. I'm not sure about the tip of that missile, though. That shape is kind of, well, it's interesting. Not very missile-like, but anyway, yeah. So, I just, like I said, I've got a bag of mind benders here that just happened to be like within reach because I was using Mindbender, and so we are joined today by my special guest. Buzzbore used by Vipers to mow the lawn outside the base when Serpentor reigned. This I command. That would be awesome. So our guest is Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender can't speak. His vocal cords have been damaged, as well as he's received a traumatic brain injury from repeated blows to the head and body. So he can't really say anything. He's the former genius, the former mad scientist, Dr. Mindbender. He could be doing better. Anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling, somewhere around the year 2024, we will have established the all G.I. Joe economy. I think the worldwide G.I. Joe economy. I think that's going to be great. I think because it means I will be rich, right? Because I've already got a lot of stuff. That means I'll be rich, and I can't really think of anything else that's important, right? I thought that's enough for me. That's enough for me. I mean, I guess you guys can be rich too. We'll just all be rich together. The people who are in this live stream will be the new elite, because we got into the G.I. Joe before the entire economy switched over to it. So there you go. Thank you, Comic Tropes. I love your channel as well. Thank you. Hello, Breaking Reality. Howdy do. Hey, Bad Ape. Thank you for joining. What was with Dr. Mindbender's original leather BDSM look? Man, I don't know. I don't think Ron Rudat has ever completely explained that I'm aware of, but it's a look, isn't it? Bad Ape says I haven't won the lottery yet. Well, it'll happen. It'll, just keep playing. The odds are if you play the lottery a few 100 million times, you're bound to win. You're bound to win. Yes, we are the new the new movers and the shakers in the new G.I. Joe based society there. Hello, Rodimus. Thank you for joining. Hello, Chris. Managed by Extensive Enterprises. Of course. GI equals good investment. See, that's going to be the slogan. See, we're putting it all together. We can make this happen. I think in order to make it happen, we somehow have to destroy all other forms of currency. So how do we do that? We need a plan. We need a really insane, crazy Cobra Commander worthy plan to destroy all other forms of currency, so people have no choice but to trade G.I. Joe. You want food, you want shelter, how many action figures you have. That's what we want to know. Hello, Bob's Dungeon. Thanks for joining. He was very comfortable with himself. Yeah. So, well, and this, I will say something for this Dr. Mindbender. At least he's wearing clothes. I mean, he did steal the pants off of a Viper and dyed them yellow and purple. But at least he got a shirt on. That's something. No cape. It nearly worked for the Penguin. See? Hello, Buttface. Thanks for the super chat. I like how CC is slowly becoming Cobra Commander. I'm not mad. It's the world that's mad. I'm getting closer to hitting that. Now, wouldn't that be something? If I fired a missile at the camera, hit the camera, and broke it? That would be just my luck. Is I would fire a camera. I would have it'd be 1,000,000 to 1 shot that I would hit that little thing right there and break the damn camera with one of these. That would be the revenge of the 90s. That would be the 90s getting back at me, right? For all of the things that I've said about 90s, the colors and the gimmicks and all that. Well, I'll bet the 90s. If the 1990s was a person, the 90s would be about fed up with me. And that's how the 90s would get back at me, is if I fired a missile at the camera and broke the damn camera. How about that? Bad Ape says I wear a cape in my room at night. Well, who doesn't? Grand Slam has a G.I. Joe. Yeah, that's a good point. There was that issue, I don't remember which issue it was, but it was the issue, the one with the Pogo. And there was a G.I. Joe card that he got his pay on. And it actually had the G.I. Joe logo on it. It was like really awesome. Great to have a super secret military team there that has your logo on everything. Our leadership is a half snake and half human called Globulus. Yeah. Yeah, just to make everything a little less cool, instead of having the Cobra battle cry, I will insist on the Cobra Law battle cry. And the more laws you do, that's how much reverence you have. So if you want to show a lot of reverence, you have to do a lot of Cobra laws. Like if you really want to disrespect somebody, you just like Cobra Law. What? Just one law? Is that how low you think I am? Am I some kind of lawless cobra to you? So yeah, I think this is going to replace the handshake. You know, people won't shake hands. People will not say hello anymore. They're just going to go Cobra la 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 la. And yeah, the number of laws that you give somebody is proportional to how much respect you have for them. So, you know, you see a guy on the street and he's like, man, you're like, man, I don't like that guy. You're like, Cobra Law, no extra laws. No extra laws. I feel this is good. I feel like this is a good plan that's been well thought out and cannot fail. Absolutely perfect. No chance of failure whatsoever. We'll work on implementation. I feel like we can have most of this plan implemented by next week. I think that's a realistic time frame. So what you can all do for me is, you know, start doing the Cobra Law thing, you know, in your everyday lives, you know, at the office, you know, at your family gatherings, at your dinner parties. Just go ahead and start with the Cobra Laws, and it'll catch on. I feel it'll catch on. Yeah, this is the thing. This is going to happen. Beta Ray Bob is joining the resistance. Yeah, I think this is brilliant. This is the best thing I've ever come up with. Hello, Ryan Sweeney. Hello, Ryan Sweeney. Hello, Michigan from the United States. And to Ryan Sweeney, I say, Cobra, la 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 la. That was a pretty good number of laws. I like Ryan Sweeney. So, you know, I gave you some laws. Cobra Law. Cobra. Hey, Cobra. That's it. That's it. We will also take over the brassiere industry with Cobra Law. That's it. Look, this is coming together. So we've got a multifaceted approach. We've got a multiple front attack on the world economy, which will eventually allow us to take over. Matt Rubin, thank you for the super chat. We'll be standing there giving laws for hours for certain folk. Yeah, for somebody... Here, I'm firing this at you. For certain people that you love and respect a great deal, you can show them that love and respect by lawing them, by law, with the laws, with the Cobra laws. And you know, also if you... need a brassiere, the Cobra Laws will be in your local Target, right next to that Snake Eyes model, right next to the Super 7s. Chris says a super chat, thank you very much. What happens if Hoodie sees his shadow on HCC Day? If I see my shadow, then it means... there we go. It means 28 more weeks of winter. It's more weeks of winter if I see my shadow than if than if the groundhog, because I'm taller. That's how that works. If the taller you are, the more, I think, I don't know. But anyway, let's start doing that. I think we've got a good plan. Let's check back on the progress next week and see how we're doing. See if we're any closer on taking over the entire world. Maybe I shouldn't have said all that publicly. Hey, Ryan Sweeney, thank you for the super chat. 20 Cobra la 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 la. I'm shooting people now for super chat. So fire. That's pretty good. I'm getting better at this. It's not very precise though, right? It's not. I mean, you could fire it exactly at the same spot. 10 times and not hit it twice in a row. It's not a super precise weapon, but it serves its purpose. It's fine. 28 weeks. I just made that up. A disclaimer. I may have made a couple things up in the live stream this evening. Some claims may have been embellished. But that's all I can say. I'll check with my lawyer to see, if I can say anything else. But some claims this evening may have been slightly completely false. No, but not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them are gospel truth. But maybe not 100%. 98%. 98% factual. 98% truthful. If you were to buy a product that's 98% natural, you'd say that's pretty natural. Well, this time you're getting a live stream that's 98% truthful. That's pretty truthful. I think you should trust me. I would trust me. Look, I'm looking at myself. I can see myself in the image right there, and I see a pretty trustworthy guy. I see a guy who should just run everything on the planet. If you're going to have somebody run everything on the planet, it should be somebody that you trust, right? And who wouldn't trust this face? Wow, we have really gotten off the rails this evening. Thanks everyone for your patience. It's almost 8 o'clock. Chris sends super chat. You need to get a giant Cobra throne. That's right. I have a giant Cobra throne. Wow, I missed that one. I have a regular size Cobra throne. Well, no, technically it's not a Cobra throne. And technically, it's not a throne. Technically, it's in the bathroom, and technically, it's a toilet. But it's similar. G.I. Gary sends a super chat. Where's the missile? Where'd the missile go? Oh, here's a missile. I found a missile. Thank you, G.I. Gary, for the super chat. I'm gonna fire a missile at you. This is what you get. Cobra la 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 la. It was upside down. La 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 la. There. Wow, I should probably get some sleep. I should probably lie down. I don't know if this is one I'll watch back. I'm completely lost my mind. There wasn't much to lose. I've completely gone crazy, but that was a short trip. But thank you. Thanks for going with me. Thanks for joining me on the journey of crazy. It's much appreciated. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes. I will wrap it up. So I will say goodnight to Rodimus and Occam's Razor. Wow. I really can't read. I keep acting like I can read without these, but I'm squinting. And good night to J.K. Siege and Will and JLS and Bad Ape and Albert Glass and Ivan and John Carling. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tim. I'm glad you enjoyed the ride. So did I. Good night, Chad. Good night to everyone. We got about one more minute yet left. And this time I actually do have to end on time because with the schedule that I have tomorrow, I've got to move all this stuff. I've got to set up my review stuff, and I've got to be ready to shoot a review of a classified figure in the morning, I'm not behind, right? I'm just not as far ahead as I'd like to be. I should normally have the Classified Friday review done by now. But it is not done by now, and I gotta get it done. So I gotta set this all up. I gotta tear this down and set the other stuff up as soon as we're done here. So thank you, Brandon Knight, and good evening, and Beta Ray Bob. I think I already said good night, Chad, Chris, and Chad, and JK, and hey, it's Diana Davis. I will say, by the way, since Diana Davis is here, Diana Davis is a very positive force in our community. So thank you, Diana Davis, for all that you do. You've done a lot, and it's appreciated. Thank you very much. But anyway, I will say goodnight to everyone. It is 8 o'clock. We will do this again next week. Let me know how the world domination is going. We'll check our progress, and I'll see you then. So thank you, everyone, and I will say good night. Good night, everybody.